Ka komiti ka balakli da u Justice BP Katakey ka bakmi iaka kam haka bayday ba Dewïong haka sihat majay jo tayo kalalum mi ka jingelang bat ki he officer ko Jylla bat kila menjur iaka comprehensive plan ni ka jing penkre pura na ka bentaban penkit bat ban lilam ya Dewïong u baladep banti haka Jylla. U Justice BP Katakey ulalum mi ka jingelang da ka jing tmu ban yo e ka jing tip ki bapaka ya ka jing don Dewïong hapo ka Jylla nadu ki por shuwa ba ka NGT kan khang ya ka jing ti ba ka jing khayi Dewïong hapo ka Jylla habai kren bikinong pathai khubor u Katakey ulaong ba ki kam ki jam kila ya chakman bat kila jan dep artat ban khmi bnia ya ka jing don Dewïong u bala dep banti haswa ba ka NGT kan khang ya ka jing ti Dewïong hapo Southwest Khasi Hills District but Southwest Garo Hills District ulaong ba ka East Jante Hills kabadai ke district kabadan bun yu Dewïong kala dep ban lum jing tip kumba sanpho na ka chispa e ka jing don jo Dewïong bat na kaliang u deputy commissioner ula pentikina ba haka kha sautri u risau kini le ban pendep ya ka jing khmi bnia bat ban ai ka jing khen ya ka jing don jo Dewïong u Katakey ulaong bawa la ka sarkar kala kam ba u Dewïong u bala dep banti u don palat ya ka laipu ar metric ton henrei u kwa ban yo e ka jing tip ka pura haswa ban thau ya ka policy trikam na ka banta ban kit bat ban lilam yu Dewïong ulong ba kimat ki bakunthop ha ka policy trikam kilong halor kumnu ban penkit yu Dewïong ban penkre ka chalan bat ki ai ki banta ki bakongsan ki badai bandon ha ka chalan
the sale of 32 lakh metric ton. I said that no, not 32 lakh, because that may be 10 lakh, that may be 20 lakh. That's what I said, that it is the quantity to be ascertained upon re-verification without naming any particular quantity of coal, but that cannot be more than 32 lakh in any case. And we have also formulated a policy how the transportation is to be carried out, how the challans are to be prepared, what features are to be there in the challans, how the challans to be cancelled after once it is utilized, because there are lots of allegation of reusing the challans again and again. And what would be the contents of the challans, the name of the driver. Every truck must have the GPS system so that the truck could be located. Every truck must move a designated route till the border, except those quantity of coal which is permitted to be sold within the district, within the state of Meghalaya, because there are requirement in the state of Meghalaya even. They can sell it, but there will be a different procedure for cancellation of challans also in that case. So challans should, apart from the name of, registration number of the vehicle, the name of the owner, name of the driver, the route by which that truck will go have to be mentioned. Where's Khasi Hills?
Khasi Hills, it was 3.19 lakh metric ton. So out of that, they have already done 3.08.
So they are yet to do around 600 reassessment in respect of 6,000 and not metric ton is left to be decided. And what they have found is less than what the inventory says, not that quantity of coal. And in South Garo Hills in Alphaville, almost same. Almost same. Yes. NGT to an oversight committee constituted by the NGT. And oversight committee also could not, for the reasons which they know best, could not finalize. But in today's proceeding, we could finalize that. That's a positive steps, at least I could do in that respect. Since the revised comprehensive plan has been finalized, and which would be notified by the government of Meghalaya within a very short period of time. That's what they assured me today. And my next step is to ascertain the quantity of coal. I'm in that process. In 2 districts, they have almost completed the assessment of availability of coal, which was mined prior to the imposition of ban. And that is
Southwest Khasi Hills and South Garo Hills.
South Garo Hills, they have almost completed. As you know, the majority of the quantity of coal available was East Jaintia Hills district. That is major coal producing district. They could almost 50% they could say assess, and 50% work is still to be done. And the Deputy Commissioner in today's proceeding has assured me that he will complete it by 14th of this month. So therefore, as requested by the High Court, I am here to oversee the implementation of various directions. My first attempt is to ascertain the exact quantity of coal available, because they said it's more than 32 lakh metric tons. I must know before formulating any policy of transportation as well as the auction, because while formulating the policy we must know what is the quantity to be transported from one place to another and how much time it will require, and thereafter how much time it will require to auction it. So unless you do not know the quantity, exact quantity available, it is really difficult to formulate the exact policy. And in terms of the Supreme Court order, the comprehensive policy for transportation and the auction of coal was not finalized till date, because so many reasons. I do not blame any particular agency or any particular department of the government, and that responsibility was given by the NGT to an oversight committee constituted by the NGT. And the oversight committee also could not, for the reasons which they know best, could not finalize. But in today's proceeding, we could finalize that. That's a positive steps, at least I could do.
Justice BP Katakey Dewïong ba namar bakala don kejeng keno bala pendan kam de kijuk ki calan kum taka komiti kala betha badai ban penduk pendam no iki calan sisien bala de ban pendan kam. Nalur kani haka calan dei ruban kedau ya ka kerteng jong nongnya bat ya ka surok ka ba dei ban ya lingba. Bat man lagi trok ki dei ban pendat ya ki GPS kenang ba on la ban but dia ni kini ki trok baro. Dewïong ru ba ki trok ki dei ban ya tang nagi surok kumbala kedau haka calan lat nyok tang ya ki tu ki trok ki bakit ya Dewïong uba pendan kam hi hapo ka Jylla. Laban kedau baga Supreme Court haka lai teri unaitung arajar kat kendai kala syak banti ya Dewïong ubadan hapo ka Jylla nrei ka dei pat ban long da ka babut renti igi kendon jong ka Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act kat kendai spak san penyo bat ka Mineral Concession Rules kat kendai spak nrupo.
The High Court has directed to take up the issue relating to the 29 coke oven plants. I have dealt with that, and in my report, based on the information furnished by the state government, none of the coke plant is in operation according to the state government, and those 29 coke oven plants, in respect of few, though initially consent to establish was granted, those were cancelled, and in respect of those 29, none of them as on date have either the consent to establish or consent to operate. So therefore, without the consent to establish and consent to operate, they cannot run as coke oven plants. Since they do not have the consent as required under the environmental laws, there is no question of procuring any coal from any source. And the source from the state of Meghalaya, only source is purchase of coal through auction conducted by CIL in terms of the Supreme Court order. And other than there is no other source. In one of my report, I have informed the Honorable High Court that more than 80 coke oven plants are in operation. That finding I have recorded. But I am saying only in respect of 29. The High Court has told me to see 29 specific coke oven plants. So I cannot comment in respect of the other coke oven plants, because that was not the mandate. I cannot do anything other than what the High Court directs.